Hi, my name is Claudia Canizares and this video is what do I do if I want to bring my fiancé to the United States? First of all, congratulations. I am very excited that you are now engaged. So it is a global society. We are traveling more than ever and we go outside our country, we fall in love, and now we want to bring our partner into the United States, and we are wondering, what do I have to do? What if I want to bring my fiancé to the United States? Well, I'm going to be giving you some tips today of what you're going to need. I recommend that before you start the process, you contact an immigration attorney. This video will help you on the first initial steps of the evidence, tips on getting evidence, but it would not substitute as legal advice. You should do the process with an immigration attorney. I'm an immigration attorney myself, but you can find a local immigration attorney. So that is my first advice to you. Go and make an appointment with an attorney and keep following this video for tips on the evidence that you're going to need. So what evidence are you going to need to do your fiancé visa? Well, first of all, make sure that you go and see your fiancé within the last 2 years. You're going to have to see this person, and you're going to need to provide evidence that you have seen each other within the last 2 years. If it is an old love and now you guys have rekindled a fire and you want to have a new relationship and you want to bring this person over, yes, you need to go and see them in person. So make your way over there and see her or see him and take lots of pictures and keep a lot of evidence, which I'm going to be mentioning, of that you saw her or saw him, and that way you have evidence of your visit. But I suggest that you make more than one trip before filing your fiancé visa. Why? It does not look good that you only seen this person once within the last 2 years and you're planning to marry this person. So it does not look good to USCIS. I am sorry, sometimes the persons are very far, but you're going to have to make your way there more than once. So make sure that when you travel, you keep evidence of your traveling. Keep the tickets, print out the emails, print out the plane tickets. That way you have documentation that you have gone and see this person. Take lots of pictures with your partner and make sure that you save them on your phone. It's very easy nowadays just to bring out the phone and take pictures. So make sure that you take lots of pictures with your partner. If you visit this person in the city, but you don't want to stay at the person's home and you stay in a hotel, or maybe you go to the person's home, but then you guys go together to another city just to travel around, then make sure that you keep the copy of the hotel folio. Every hotel at the time of check-in will be asking you who is staying in the room. You give both of your names, and then at the end of your stay, you tell them, I want the folio. That way you keep evidence that you guys have stayed together. Even if you do an Airbnb reservation, you can register both of your names on the reservation, and that can help you as evidence that you guys stayed together on the same place. Make sure that you guys do that. If you went to see this person and you fell in love and now you were planning to, you have started a relationship, a long distance relationship, and you're planning to go back to see them, well, while you're over there, make sure that you keep the evidence that I just mentioned. That way it will make it a little bit easier. Also, once you have decided to take this relationship to the next step and make it even further, make sure that you publish it online. Yes, guys, you have to update your Facebook status. Now you have to indicate that you're married. You're not married, engaged. You're not a single person anymore. And a lot of people don't like to make their relationship status public. But if you are serious about this person and you are considering for this person to come to the United States, and you are planning to keep your Facebook account open, they will ask you for your Facebook information before you fill out your visa, and you are going to need to provide it. And if it shows that this person is single, then it's not going to look well. So make sure that your status online is updated. If you don't want to change the status, then erase your Facebook account and do the same with your Instagram account if you don't want to put pictures of this person. It would not look good for you if you are planning to bring a fiance and you are not updating your Facebook or you're not updating your Instagram. So it is what it is. If you want to have social media, you really have to be social. You cannot be private about your life. You really have to put it out there. Make sure you update your Facebook status to engage. In this day and age, well, you cannot be really single anymore. If you're going to keep your Facebook, then you have to declare that your relationship status is now engaged. If you are going to if you don't want to update it for whatever reason, then I suggest that you just delete your Facebook, and that way you avoid any questioning on your interview about why is your relationship status single. It would not look good for you guys if you keep it as single when you're really engaged. So keep that in mind. Then once you have decided, okay, this person, I'm going to bring them to the United States, the next step really becomes on filing the form. It's called the I-129F form. You can find the form at uscis.gov. The cost of the form is the cost of submitting the application is $535. You will need to go with a copy of your immigration status, meaning your birth certificate, naturalization certificate, or US passport. It will need to go with a passport picture of yourself and your fiance. It will need to go with evidence of your relationship, letters from you and from this person indicating that you intend to marry once this person comes to the United States. And also you are going to need to send a copy of this person's birth certificate, a copy of their passport, and you're going to need to send evidence of your relationship. It can become a little tricky, and if you miss one paper, the application can be denied. That's why I suggested at the beginning of the video to work with an immigration attorney, and in the meantime, make sure that you keep the evidence that I suggested. I did not mention this piece of evidence, but it will be very helpful. Nowadays, most of the people that are living outside of the country will use WhatsApp to communicate internationally. You can print out your WhatsApp conversations. There is an option to save it and print it. Now, be wary, the officer may read it, and if you got a little bit sexy on your conversations, it is going to be on the face of the officer. So if there's something private, delete it before you print it out. That way the officer doesn't see that part of the conversation. Otherwise, you should be good to go. I wish you best of luck. Congratulations on your engagement, and I hope it goes well for you. Don't forget to contact an attorney and work with somebody. Don't try to do it alone. It can get a little bit complicated, and not everybody is a good candidate to do a fiancé visa, and that's also what you have to keep in mind. The fact that you are a US citizen does not give you the right to bring your fiancé to the United States. It will be discretionary on the part of the officer that interviews your fiancé at the US Embassy, or rather interviews both of you at the US Embassy, and if the officer finds within his discretion that he's going to deny the visa, he can. So there is certain people that should not do the fiancé visa, so that's why I suggest that you do work with an attorney before you file it. Anyways, good luck to you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Claudia Canizares, and I'll be here every week giving you tips on immigration and things that you can do. So this is What If with Claudia Canizares, and I'll see you next week.